So here are signs of an envious person. Kendrick Lamar edition. Now, envy rarely announces itself openly. Most envious people do not walk into a room and say, "Yo, I hate seeing you succeed." Instead, envy hides behind jokes, rumors, fake concern, moral grandstanding, and character attacks. It disguises itself as righteousness while secretly feeding off resentment. One of the biggest signs of an envious person is their obsession with destroying another person's reputation. When someone is deeply envious, your success becomes painful for them to watch. Every accomplishment reminds them of something they believe they lack. Every victory feels like a spotlight exposing their own insecurities. Instead of looking inward and confronting those feelings, they begin searching for ways to bring you down. The easiest way to do that is through character assassination. If they cannot beat your success, they attack your image. If they cannot disprove your talent, they question your morality. If they cannot stop people from admiring you, they try to make people hate you. This is why envious people often become comfortable spreading half-truths, distortions, or outright lies. The goal is not accuracy. The goal is damage. A powerful example of this can be seen in the Kendrick Lamar and Drake feud. During Not Like Us, Kendrick referenced the long-standing story about Drake sleeping with one of Wayne's women while Wayne was incarcerated. The way the lyric was presented made it sound as if Drake betrayed his mentor by secretly pursuing Wayne's girlfriend during his prison sentence. But the story is more complicated than that. When discussions resurfaced online after the diss track, many fans pointed out that the woman in question had reportedly been involved with Drake before becoming involved with Wayne. In other words, popular version of the story had been simplified into something much more scandalous than what many people believe actually happened. That is what envy often does. It takes a complicated reality and reshapes it into the most damaging version possible. The truth becomes less important than the emotional reaction. The facts become less important than the narrative, because envy is not interested in understanding someone. It is interested in reducing them. An envious person studies your weaknesses the same way an admirer studies your strengths. They pay attention to your mistakes. They remember your embarrassing moments. They collect information that can be weaponized later. And once resentment builds up, they begin presenting accusations as facts. The more successful you become, the more tempting this behavior becomes for people who already resent you. History is full of examples where public figures, athletes, musicians, and entertainers become targets of rumors that spread faster than the truth ever could. Once a damaging story enters the public consciousness, many people never bother checking whether it is accurate. They simply repeat it. That is why envy can be so dangerous. It is not just hatred, it is hatred wearing a mask of justification. The envious person convinces themselves that bringing you down is somehow deserved. They begin believing that your success is illegitimate, that your accomplishments are undeserved, or that exposing you will somehow restore balance. But in reality, their actions reveal more about their own insecurities than about the person they are attacking. Secure people do not spend their lives obsessing over another person's downfall. Secure people do not build their identity around tearing someone else apart. Secure people focus on improving themselves. Envious people focus on destroying others. And that is the clearest sign of all. When someone is willing to sacrifice truth just to damage another person's reputation, you are no longer witnessing criticism. You are witnessing envy.